Because when I found this truth, guess what happened? I put my birthday away. When I found this truth, I put the drugs away. When I found this truth, I quit whoring my sisters. When I found this truth, I started becoming a better man and a better person. Because now I know I'm on that narrow path. Now I know I'm on a righteous path. Now I know what I'm doing is going to get me somewhere.
Time to get it sparked up, my zeal done been ignited. We better off united, but they got us all divided. Who decided that our best option was a riot? Since 1969, we cry it loud, we won't be quiet. My people destroyed, my soul vexed, it's hard to better pain. Teach the Jews are black, cause they whitewashed everything. We the sheep, led by wolves behind a pulpit. Living in vanity, Christianity is bullshit. They go to extreme measures to keep us blinded, or keep us minded through the drugs that make us docile and simple-minded. They got us worshiping the white Jesus. It's really Caesar, the oppressor, the devil, cause they the real deceiver, spreading they lies and they philosophies. They come and bow before the priest, lick up the dust from my feet, fulfill prophecy. It's got to be bloodshed before it's peace. We in the streets to continue to teach against the mark of the beast. It's time to rise. Open your eyes and realize you're sacrificing your lives for the mark of the beast. That's why the priests go on the streets and cry aloud and spare not when we teach against the mark of the beast. It's time to rise. Open your eyes and realize you're sacrificing your lives for the mark of the beast. That's why the priests go on the streets and cry aloud and spare not when we teach against the mark of the beast. Raped, robbed, and murdered, stripped from our culture. Why the fuck you choose to be faggots instead of being soldiers? It's over for these crackers, I swear. They can never be trusted. They smooth words will have you trapped in a snare. Can't forget about you perpetrators. Y'all niggas haters and purples and snitching like private investigators. You fucking cowards don't know shit about work. With them fringes on your t-shirt, looking like bitches in skirts. Y'all can't even keep our sisters safe. Just let them die by the hands of our enemies. I hate this wicked place. And don't provoke the Lord to anger. We following strangers down the path of imminent wrath and danger. And Babylon's for sure getting wiped out. And when you see Yahweh shine, them angels come with them chariots. It's lights out. Life's about war in these streets. And it can never be peace until these devils decease. Because the mark of the beast. It's time to rise. Open your eyes and realize you're sacrificing your lives for the mark of the beast. That's why the priests go on the streets and cry aloud and spare not when we teach against the mark of the beast. It's time to rise. Open your eyes and realize you're sacrificing your lives for the mark of the beast. That's why the priests go on the streets and cry aloud and spare not when we teach against the mark of the beast. It's time to rise. Open your eyes and realize you're sacrificing your lives for the mark of the beast. That's why the priests go on the streets and cry aloud and spare not when we teach against the mark of the beast.
Whose possessors slay them.
Possesses the people that own us.
Right.
Murder us. That's what it means to slay somebody. It means to kill them without empathy, man, or consideration. To slay us. Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty, like this piece of garbage right
What's
here.
the agenda, you niggas, cowards and pretenders? White flag to the white man, you surrender. Just remember, wicked niggas love to hang with sinners. Shit is disgusting to think it's cool to switch genders. Bruce Jenner. Babylon is falling, and one West is prevalent. Boots, lace, warbands on, we in our element. It's evident they killing how they evident. Coward murderers, I pray the Lord send a pestilence and cause famine, wreak havoc and cause damage. Coronavirus shook up the earth, now watch them all panic, fighting through these curses that we live in. Prepare slaughter, complete the order when it's given. These crackers crumble, we humble their activity. For it is written that they shall go into captivity. These devils must pay for their war crimes. Sell your garments and go and get a sword when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime.
Your music can be stopped by a gun. They'll call a gun to come and kill you over your music. That's the world that you're living in, man.
Con, I don't want con when it's wartime. Can't be lukewarm, gotta make up your mind. If you ain't heard nothing, you better hit this rhyme. When it go down, you gon' have to be with your kind. Ain't no laughing, ain't no joking on the battlefield. If you don't follow the order, you could get us all killed. Ain't no thing to grab the block and burst and squeeze mine. You gon' learn to do it, not the second, but the first time. 223, 308, AR-15 rifle. Warring with the dragon like I'm the Archangel Michael. I got hand grenades, I pull the pin and throw it at you quicker. I could say a prayer and send them evil curses, now you see. If we do what the Lord tell us to do, Babylon will fall. I'm gon' do what Saul didn't do and I'm gon' kill them all. It's time to kill, not heal, it's time to break them down, know who you are. Ain't no time to love, it's time to hate these heathens, time for war.
Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want con when it's wartime.
Even though you in the ghetto, even though you poor, even though you suffering, even though you ain't had a good education, even though you got the weight of the most powerful empire in the world on your neck, God is going to come and stop every bit of it. He's going to shut it down.
+400 years of atrocious acts. We suffering PTSD throughout our generations from the trauma and war crimes committed against us. We still being lynched. We still being hunted. We still oppressed. Kissing our boots is the least you devils can do. Gotta watch my step, cause our enemies cowardly creep. And they hunt us when we go on the streets, full of lies and deceit. See the beast trying to devour the sheep. Wicked devils love to prey on the weak. So you gotta be wise and see the lies in their philosophies. Living out these biblical prophecies. They press their knees on the dying man. We went from chains to prison, and from the pot to a frying pan. At the border, families torn apart. These crackers gotta suffer, Lord, forgive me for my corner thoughts. They hung us while they took our ladies to rape, then turned around and used our babies for bait. I can't think straight. How much more it's gonna take? They evil crimes justify the hate. Nigga, that's the proof. I thank the Lord for this truth. I tell these crackers this what they can do. Devil, kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil, kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400+ years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil, kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand?
Hey yo, I don't think they understand. We Yasha Allah, Prince of the Power, mic in my hand. These heathen nations, they gon' serve us and bow down. In Texas, we gon' milk these Gentiles, it's Cowtown. Israelites gon' take the kingdom, Esau in trouble too. You quick to say that to my brother, we gon' be lords over you. You a liar and a thief, you gon' have to pay for that. You a dog, get on all fours, you a snake or rat. You gon' learn to follow orders from these priests and prophets. Righteousness gon' cover the earth and can't no devil stop it. You say you sorry, but I ain't got nothing nothing to say to you till you apologize the way the Bible tell you to. And I don't give a damn about your little children. All the love I got go to my nation that we building. The sons of the afflicted us, they gon' bend the knee and behave. Bow down before the children are slain.
Devil kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand? This place completely a circus, defeat the purpose, and them demons are lurking. I see my people hurting. I pray the Lord send them evils and curses and cut our enemies, no slack. With no remorse, they shoot us in our back. We in the midst of snares, don't dare make any fault. And forget about them lies that you were taught. With no regard for the old, no show favor for our youth. These devils using us for target practice like we bulletproof. Committing mass genocide, or they throw us all in cages to the neighborhoods and gentrify. Prepare slaughter for their crimes, it's a death defense. And vengeance is the Lord, they for sure get their recompense. Here is the patience and the faith, they evil crimes justify the hate. Nigga, that's the proof. I thank the Lord for this truth. I tell these crackers this what they can do. Devil kiss our boots. Do what the scriptures say to do, so my people know these prophecies are true. Devil kiss our boots and show an act of humility. 400 plus years of captivity. Kiss our boots for all the pain and oppression, for all the lies and deception. Devil kiss our boots. Get on your knees and your hands and lick up the dust, you understand? Devil kiss our boots. You don't want no problems, my brothers, they stand around me on point like equal dollar. Don't make the wrong move or face the repercussions. Just keep bluffing and give me a reason for me to flush it. My people lusting after the serpent and he beguiled you. Wicked niggas just keep on sinning like we allowed to. 400 plus years of being in chains. They took the yoke up off our neck and put it straight on our brains. So what's changed? There's no new thing under the sun. They still slaughter us, die by the knee and scared of the gun. It's open season, murderers kill us for no reason. It's my people I love, I ain't fucking with no heathen. I don't wanna meddle, my niggas, we still oppressed. We just went from a pot to a kettle. One West rebel, pressure bust pipes or a blood vessel. You know the white man is the devil. This truth will never stop teaching. UPK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. No heathens, no heathens. Just before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwam Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens. Death before the sauna, we living through trauma. Under command and General Yohana, this army is stronger. We on the front line, ready to die for this truth. While the white man kissing our boots. And I don't never see none of you cowards when the work is getting started. Cause year of your father, the serpent in the garden, they plotting and scheming. We going through curses, fighting demons. Give a fuck about a flat earth, but my people out here feeling pain and anguish. Because the gates thereof language scattered abroad. We was given another language, plus we living at the bottom. Supposed to be on top. When to stop, get killed by the hands of these wicked cops. Lacing our boots, ready for war. This is One West, and we are not affiliated. Nigga, fuck the rest. Me and my brothers just want a ball. Shout out to ICR, and we some warlords. Learned that from Yasha. This truth will never stop teaching. UPK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. No heathens, no heathens. Death before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwam Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens.
And let me tell y'all something. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we the true Jews of the Bible. We gotta come together and stop fighting against each other, man. Instead of loving these heathens, we need to love each other. That's the only way we gonna win this war against our enemies.
This truth will never stop teaching. UPK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. no heathens, no heathens. Death before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwam Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens.
The University of Pennsylvania for the one West in 2050, here in New York, the commanding general of the USPK takes the land, women, people, class, the class of the women, with the women of the prisoners, the class of them, and all the tools. Take your questions in the chat, any questions in the room, feel free to ask on the class. It's good stuff, you know, there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's everybody, everybody, you know, trying to see really the human pretty much like pretty much really evidence. Really, man. Because you don't even like even but we can you know, the way man is the devil. So we can't even make certain beauties and certain beauty face off and the Christian girls, we don't even really, you know, we can really change it. We really like that. You don't even really buy anything. You still like white coworker friends and still nobody's telling you to pick up arms against every record in the season. You have to tell you need bloody reason. You couldn't be just friends, man. You couldn't be fighting to save them when they're fighting to exterminate black community like that. What the doing is, you understand? Today, class, we're going to really pick up a little bit on what we left off last week. We were speaking on some of the so-called suicides that law enforcement is leaving all these young black men and women across the country. That's people suicide too. That's to let you know that they don't even care. And they're like telling themselves, hey, you still care, you still. I'm not doing investigation no more. There's been really much suicide and it's causing, you know, somewhat of a controversy and you know, with journalists and certain groups and media outlets, but we're gonna touch on that a little bit. And you gotta understand too something that the reason that all of this is like the plain news of the man. This is what we have to start putting our chest. You can tell you to present that. It's not gonna really last time. You gotta tell it and see it. I got everything, man. These are spending things down to your lives too. Doing mighty work. You know, millions dollar ranch out there, you know, a year ago or something. That brother. But how are holy people to the Lord right now? The holy, which means different, the same point. The holy dragon, this means separate or some apart, Bible, stemming from the word videos, meaning records, which means a separate, set apart records. But the holy Bible, no, it's not the Bible is for everybody. It's not for institution. The Holy Spirit wants to hear everybody. I mean, good to hear everybody. Right here. A little different than the nigga. You know, it's just a little one thing in the sun. One thing, but you know, we have it. It's very real. Very. It's sad here. The Bible is not for everybody. We have to do things to improve it. I don't even have a real process works. Please, and because if you do what bringing down people your side and these 4 walls, your side of the glass, you do care to help one another. You're a place. You have done something. Right now, we have a difference. I think the city right here, like this, we're trying to feel the land leader of the real world. And we're in the county, but maybe we finally managed one good place to be made, but you know, there's some kinds of allegiance. The mind, it's really something. You know, it's you want to figure this to the gifts. What things. You want to feel it in your family. You want to feel it really big for this things. And really, you become messy. Then you become what the play wants to do. You have a reward. The leader is the one that's going to get the reward. And you like that. Sisters, and tell you for lunch, and tell you for the homeless. So you get us to like the music that they play. The music thing that we put in the with benefits, black and brown people. The women in place and keep away from this and each other. So that we may be able to avoid that second down. You know, we try to be bunch of people that we public in society and not just to be doing like chasing at it. In return, people will be more than yeah, this is people who get this kind of place. Let's see. What kind of people? What's kind of interesting? Yes, we get plenty of time. You know, is it a reverb or something? Be with us on the technical difficulty. We're gonna try to refine and get it fixed. We're gonna let these pictures speak for themselves. You know, you can do it, you do the same thing, you do it. Go ahead. We're going to take a brief intermission, and we'll be back with some of the food.
You are a white man that claims to be a Jew and receiving $300 billion a year from the United States government for our tax money. You have been a slave master to us. If you are an Arab or Palestinian and you've been receiving billions of dollars then guess what? You've been a slave master to us, and God gonna punish you for it. You got the black people in slavery, and that's how you got rich. You worked them to death. You built an empire on their back. Black people in America have lived a degenerated life because they have no identity. And the reason why no one will expose your true identity is because no one wants you to find out that you are a blood descendant of the Hebrews written of in that Bible. And I know that's the hardest thing in the world for you to comprehend. I know it's hard for you to comprehend. You will take any religion but that. You will take any identity but that. Let me tell you something. The day is coming where it's going to be seen clear to you. And we going to see that all your scholars have been wrong. All your teachers, we're going to...
Yeah, I just paused this.
If y'all can hear me clearly and the audio distortion has been resolved, put a 1W in the chat.
It sounded good.
Right. So look like they'll see some 1W in the chat. Okay, yeah. Salakia for the technical difficulty, but basically picking up where we left off, which is essentially was exactly what the we on right now. Talk about we live.
Yeah, we back.
Okay. Yeah, essentially, basically, right where right like Commander Jenny Hunter was saying himself. The hardest thing for us to understand is that we are the bloodline descendants of all the priests and prophets and righteous sisters and brothers of this Bible. We'll in our identity in this place is everything but that. We'll identify as a goddamn a mutant ninja turtle before we identify as that. And the Lord is just so patient and so merciful with us because we have just been we've been showing our backside, which is why we need to thank the Most High in Christ. We need to thank the Most High in Christ. We need to thank the Most High for even giving us the opportunity through Christ, and we need to thank Christ for His sacrifice to give us the opportunity. Because we ain't nothing is promised. Scriptures say, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." And this ain't the end yet. And we need to put that in our chest and fight every day. We need to fight every day for the kingdom of heaven. We need to fight every day for a world where we're not governed by these NPCs, these wicked other nations. First off, I might have to have you play. I might have to send you a video of how just bogus all these other nations that's ruling over us are. I know we was talking about Elon last time, but I think that's where we left off, ain't it? I think we left off on Elon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we might have to pick back up on Mr. Potato Head. They look like, you ever seen a Mr. Potato Head? They got one big ear and a little nose. They over there just one big foot and a little foot. You know what I'm saying? One elbow and the other one is a kneecap on the other elbow.
Like,
the Lord just used all spare body parts to create Elon. He just after everybody else was created, then he went to Elon. They over there just bogus. But you know what? They own businesses. They children are thriving in this society. They like It seems like all the goddamn doctors is Elon. You got the Elon doctor. That's because they all got all these goddamn gas stations and they putting all their kids through goddamn University of Texas Medical School, University of Chicago Medicine. They getting all them opportunities because all these other nations are confederate against black and brown people. They are all united against us. They all work together and they all hate us the same with one consent. And I'm not trying to hear about the one off, two off, few good ones that y'all know that y'all might work with, and this, that, and the third, because none of them is speaking up about none of the injustice that's going on with our people. They ain't went on strike and stopped doing it. They just accept it for what it is. And we're the only ones that's gonna be able to fight, combat this hell that we in. But there's only one way to fight. We can't fight the wicked with wickedness. We gotta fight with righteousness. We gotta fight by coming back to our power, coming back to our God. Because throughout the Bible, the Lord is the one that defend the Israelites. The Lord is the one that stand up against all the one that freed the Israelites from Pharaoh. The Lord is the one that parted the sea and killed all those Egyptians. So it ain't no different now. It ain't no different today. It's no new thing under the sun. The Lord is gonna be the one to do it again. And we gotta turn to him and turn away from the customs of this place. If you could, keep going.
God, but this book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. This you got to understand. The Lord chose us. The Lord made the decision. Stop feeling guilty that the Lord chose you and not everybody else. Because I guarantee you, these other nations wouldn't feel no type of way if the Lord chose them.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell us that. The Lord would have chosen any other nation. They would have listened. They would have obeyed the Lord. We are the disobedient, bad children. We the bad news bear. What's all the movies where they turn the ragtag group into just we the Mighty Ducks and the goddamn Sandlot and all the movies where it's like, damn, I don't know how they gonna do nothing, but they end up doing the amazing feat of conquering it all and winning. That's what the Lord is doing with black and brown people. Through all of this genocide and all of these killings and all of this crafty counsel and destruction of all this, the Planned Parenthood, of all the goddamn housewives and all the wickedness they put into our sisters, every angle that they've taken throughout all of that, we are still going to be righteous and serve the Lord. They put goddamn pork in the goddamn candy. We read in the goddamn Maccabees about a woman watching her whole family, all of her sons get dismembered and fried in a frying pan, because they won't eat pork. Meanwhile, we in this society, we can't not put bacon on everything.
Right.
You gotta put bacon on the salad. You gotta put bacon on that burger. You gotta put bacon on, bacon wrapped bacon. They putting the bacon on bacon on shrimp or whatever. We stacking abomination on abomination. Meanwhile, we used to get tortured for keeping God's laws. Now we look at keeping his laws as torture.
Right.
They serving goddamn pork chops and gravy in the goddamn churches. The church is the biggest agent of the oppressor.
Right.
Because the church does nothing but just give you that slave mentality. You get your mind reprogrammed to be a slave. And then when you hear the truth that God chose you, if you could, please, read it again, Bible shot.
God. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
When you find out that the Lord chose you to be a special people, he chose you and not everybody. When you find that out, then it's you can't imagine it. You're like, no, that's not right. That's not the Lord, not my Jesus. Ain't that what they say?
Right.
Not my Jesus. The Lord chose you to be a special people. A special people what?
Unto himself, above all people.
Nah, equal.
Above all people.
But I thought everybody's a human.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Lord chose one group of people, one family to be his, a special people unto himself above all people. You can't wiggle around that. These people that he chose are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. People walk on the face of the earth. And the Lord chose a special people above all people upon the face of the earth. So you know what you want to do is, what we do as black and brown people is, we like, you looking at like Mario and Luigi, and you like, damn, why can't the Koopa be the main character?
Right.
Why can't you want all these other little side characters who the Lord didn't choose to be the main character? He didn't choose them. It's his story. It's his show. Can't make them the main character. He chose the main character. Everybody wants to say everybody or be all inclusive. You know what being all inclusive gets you? It gets all the people that aren't chosen to hate you and get a leg over you. Because as soon as we try to include everybody else, they excluded us.
Right.
We like, man, what about, man, let's let everybody get a piece. And then when they all got in, they put us at the bottom. We go straight to the bottom. This whole society is to keep us at the bottom because they don't want to serve under us. They don't want to say that they are beneath us. They are going against the Lord. They're not going against us. You don't have a problem with we say as priests and prophets. You don't have a problem about what Commander Jenny Ahana is saying. You have a problem with the Lord is saying. You're mad at the Lord when you go against this. You mad at the Lord when you go against anything in this Bible. And that's what we gotta program. We gotta put that in our chests and really download that. Anytime we hear something in the Bible and it doesn't like resonate with our, what do they say? Like we can't be at harmony with it.
Right.
That means it's something in you that's out of balance. Case in point, the main thing, a lot of sisters do not want to hear about no multiple wives. They don't. Like, if you hear about that and it disrupts you and it bothers you, then something in you is not in line with the Lord.
Right.
You gotta dig deep in yourself and recognize that. That's something that that's between you and the Most High. You have an issue in you with what the Lord is saying. And it's because we came up in this captivity and we in hell. Go ahead, priest.
Salaki, I was just gonna say exactly what you just said. Like everything that everything that the Lord says that we don't resonate with is everything that your oppressor fought night and day to beat out of you. Salaki.
No, that's absolutely right. That's the absolute truth. If it hurts you to hear that the Lord hates gay people, then there's something wrong with inside of you. There's something inside of you that's not right. You're out of alignment. If it hurts you to say that you can't just rib up a woman and throw her away, it's something wrong with you. It's something in your spirit that's not right. If you want to just be out here a goddamn manslayer and you a murderer, it's something in you. Anything the Lord says that you can't we should be Our souls should be like nourished by every word of the Bible.
Right.
It should nourish you. It should it should put you at ease. It should comfort you. And if it doesn't, that means you are going against the Lord. And it's your responsibility to get that back on track. It's up to you to correct the course of that ship. That responsibility doesn't belong to anybody outside of you. Because Christ gave us the opportunity. Christ gave us a chance to not have to die from our own sins, from our own iniquity, from our own sicknesses that we've gotten from this place. He gave us the opportunity. Is any more in that, priest?
Well, let me see what the next verse says. Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon us, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people.
The Lord don't deal with the what they call it in Vegas, the odds. He don't take the safe bet. He like, you know what? This is I'm gonna choose them because they the biggest. That's how we chose our first king against what the Lord told us. We chose Saul because he was like, wasn't he like the tallest and the handsome?
Yeah.
The most handsome or something like that. The Lord don't choose like that. And that goes to show you too. If you're choosing a husband based on that, you shouldn't be choosing your husband.
Right.
Like all these sisters out here looking for a goddamn what's the term they're using? Damn, I know. Put it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. The term high value, is that what it is? High value.
Yeah.
Looking for a high value man. You trying to basically you looking for you shouldn't be choosing because you don't know how to determine what high value is.
Right.
You can't determine with that. And contrarily, it's a lot of sisters out here with a man of gold. You have the Lord is giving sisters, priests, and prophets of God, and because we so sick, you look at your man as just like, man, this nigga don't got no job. This nigga keep talking about that Bible shit, but I see him, you know what I'm saying? He over there at goddamn Horizons with Cap, you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. They're making judgments and you aren't equipped. What's Buddy be saying? Brodunsky, you're not qualified. You're not qualified. Hey, the water priest. You're not qualified. You're not qualified to make that assessment. Just be happy the Lord gave you what he gave you, because it's gonna come a time where all of the decisions we make, we're gonna have to answer for them. And it's really the little ones, the fourth and inches. I don't know, in football, they got something called fourth and inches. And that means when you put everything on the line, you get one chance to make or break it. And right now we are at fourth and inches. Every decision you make right now is so crucial because you made it all the way here right now. If you can hear my voice right now, if you're in this class, you are tapped in with the Lord to a different degree than everyone else on the planet. But there's some little things that you might not be able to just get past that will stop you from that will make you lose it all. You're at fourth and inches right now. Fourth and from the kingdom of heaven, from everything that the Lord says you can't even imagine the kingdom. Like, let me talk to my sisters for a second. Like, sisters, whatever you can imagine, you can't imagine just having all type of like. Can a sister imagine where her feet never touch the ground?
Right.
Your feet never touch the ground. Like, imagine if you was born and from birth your feet never touched the ground. You was just such a princess born to such a family of priests and prophets of God that your feet never touched the ground. You would be going through life like, man, I wonder what the ground. And granted, it says that the kingdom of heaven is going to be painted with gold.
Right.
The ground is gold.
Good night.
Your feet it can't even touch the gold.
Damn.
Like, I don't even know if you can imagine that. Is that worth? What is that worth to you? What is that worth to you? What do you got to sacrifice for that? What are you willing to sacrifice for that? What are you willing to sacrifice? Because it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. The reason Satan answers to the Lord is because he's trying to prove that you don't deserve that. Satan gonna answer. He gonna be like, "Yeah, I told you. All I had to do is just throw a few the Housewives reunion on, gas her up a little bit, give her a few of them got buzz balls. I hit her with a few buzz balls, my lord, and she denounced her husband and you." Go ahead.
Now it's crazy because we think that that Satan is our scapegoat. Oh, the devil, then I was trying to serve the Lord, but the devil, we think Satan is the scapegoat that's gonna make the Lord, overlook all the bodies that you done caught and all the husbands you done left and all the children you done abused and all the drugs you done sold and all the but Satan is the one that's he the snitch. He like, see what she gonna do? It's a lot here.
Now give him a hand. That's so heavy of a point. We using Satan as our excuse when the Lord sent Satan.
Right.
The Lord knows about Satan. He sent him at you. He sent him to you. And you folded.
God.
He was like, man, Lord, it wasn't me. It was really the enemy. The enemy put that in my crib. The enemy is the one that did all that. But the Lord is a man of war. And we are his children. So you got to go to war too.
Right.
You got to go to war. You got to go to war with every demon that comes across your head telling you to do anything contrary to the Bible, telling you to be in any other spirit than what the Lord says you should be in. The Lord said you were chosen people unto himself above all nations of people. You are in the wrong spirit if you're trying to be equal. Being equal, trying to be equal means you are going against the Lord. And going against the Lord has gotten us in hell. That's the perfect segue into let's get one of these articles. It's a perfect segue into the hellish condition that we in. Yeah, Baba Gashad, read whatever you got.
So from the emeraldbook.org, the alarming rise of black people found hanging but ruled as suicides.
You know why they ruled as a suicide? If I could, what is the date of this article?
2020. Good night. August 15th, 2026.
This ain't no. You ain't talking about no 50 years ago.
Right.
We talking about 50 hours ago.
Right.
Talking about right now. And these are goddamn children. First off, look at these, bruh. And come on now. Like, you gotta understand, we in hell right here. We in hell in this place. And if we're in our only defense is the Lord. And the Lord is telling us how to come. He's given us the blueprint, the guideline, the spirit to be in, what to do, what to expect, how to come. If you seek out the Lord as the scriptures tell you to do, and you're sincere and genuine, and most importantly, above all else, the Lord chooses you, you're going to make it here. You're going to find yourself somehow in the IS, at least having a conversation or being in class with the ISUPK under Commander Jenny Hanna. That's just a natural progression of what's going to happen if those things get checked off. And then once you get here, you better fight for dear life. You better fight for dear life to put this in your chest. Put this in your heart. Meditate day and night in this. Sometimes you see your husband just sitting there thinking, maybe he's just thinking about this. Maybe he's just thinking about what he can do for the Lord, what he can do for his brothers and his nation and in that. Maybe you ain't gotta just always think the worst of them.
Right.
Maybe you can give them the benefit of the doubt. Because we got a lot of brothers. We got a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters that have to fight. You got to fight to keep your marriage together. You got to fight to keep your household together. You have to fight for that. It's not something that's given. You got to fight for it too. And you know how you fight? You fight by being in the spirit the Lord tell you to be in. You fight not to love everybody. You fight to teach your children that the damn white man is the devil. You also teach them to be as wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Your kids shouldn't be going to school calling all their teachers devils. Calling all the kids in the class, you know what I'm saying, devils. You shouldn't be in there hating them. And you gotta navigate this hell wisely. Or else you're gonna find yourself in predicaments you may not be able to get out of. Like these brothers and sisters right here. These brothers and sisters made an error along the way. And the error is trusting your oppressor. Because I love my brothers so much, and they love me so much. We're together. It's a slim chance of an oppressor catching a call because he's always with one of us. He always with one of us. And he ain't joined up. First of all, he's not sinning. So you just can't catch him up on some, you know what? We found you. What's this bag in your car? First off, the white man, the devil, we understand that. You could be not sinning and he could still plant something on you. But you make it way easier for him by falling into his snares, falling into his traps. Make it way easier for the police to kill your husband when you call the police on him. Call us. We handle all type of, we handle those issues too. We've handled domestic disputes this year. And nobody had to be unalive. The scriptures say, won't we even judge the smallest matters? We equipped to handle that. So go ahead, priest.
That's a lot here. As public hangings of black people rise, local authorities are dismissing them as suicides within 72 hours.
Good night.
Contradicting CDC data, historical trauma, and the pleas of grieving families demanding the truth.
First of all, they're 72 hours. Like, what's that? That's one day over 48, right? They had a whole show called First 48. I don't know. Is it still on? Is people still watch that? I don't know. But they got a whole show called First 48 where they're scrambling to put a case down within the first 48 hours.
Right.
They're scrambling. They're scrambling to solve murders within the first 48 hours because after that, the likelihood of solving it decreases exponentially. But please.
If I could, I believe I don't know if you been keeping up with the Lindsay Clancy case, but I believe just last week, it was a whole bunch of Edomites wearing pink shirts in support of Lindsay Clancy, who had strangled her 3 children to death and attempted to kill herself, I believe, back in 2023. So they scrapping us as our suicide. Next, suicide. You know what I mean? In these impossible cases, I'm sure this article gonna go into these impossible cases. You know what I mean? Where in a majority of these cases, it was impossible for these young brothers and sisters to commit suicide. Like what's his name? Kenneth. I think it was like the brother that ended up rolled up in the Kendrick Johnson, the one that ended up rolled up in the mat. A lot of these cases are impossible for us to be ruled as a suicide. Meanwhile, this Edomite, you know what I mean, she strangles her 3 children to death and then attempts to kill Salaki, to take her own life. And they're still giving it, they've given it what I believe that's what 3 years. They've given it all this time to be able to justify her actions. You know what I mean? Salaki.
No, that's a heavy point too, because this whole system is designed against black and brown people. That's what the brother is describing. They're they can do, like, she then strangled kids, and people are wearing clothes in solidarity with her.
And if I could,
please.
What's worse is they're making up so many excuses for her. Like they blamed it on the husband, saying that he wasn't there enough, he didn't support her, this, that, and the third, and they blaming it on like a psychosis. They giving her all the avenues to be able to, even though she did that thing, she took the lives of her 3 children and then tried to take her own life. And even though that's evident, they're giving her all these different avenues to be able to exonerate her. Meanwhile, our young children, these are children, like you said, are hanging from trees. Despite all the odds, like Kendrick Johnson rolled him. You mean to tell me Kendrick Johnson unalived himself and rolled himself in a gym mat? You mean to tell me, you know what I mean, our brothers and sisters is unaliving ourselves and dismembering ourselves? You mean to tell me with a broken or dislocated shoulder, a brother is climbing in a tree and hanging himself? You know what I mean? All of these different things against all odds, where everything points to foul play, they scrap it as a suicide. Meanwhile, everything points to your oppressor and his women being the devil, and they're giving her every out. Salaki, we are in hell. Salaki.
Real talk. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. That's the perfect. I'm about to send. Let me send you this article real quick. I'm gonna send you an article because that's a heavy point, and they get every pass. Everything that we experience here is about how this place is just against black and brown people. This is did it come through? Yeah, let's
this the one.
Yeah, Bobby Shot. Let's. This is an updated. I don't know if you heard about the update on Sonya Massey. Yeah, please. Let's get this.
From APnews.com. Sean Grayson, former Illinois deputy convicted of killing Sonya Massey, dies in prison, lawyer says. If I may, Grayson sounds like it's not jogging my memory right now, but this sounds like some sort of mass unaliver. It sounds like I know he was the one that took the life of Sonya Massey, but this name is ringing a bell for some reason.
He might have a lineage of unalivers. Like it put me in the mind of Dexter. You know what I'm saying? It sounded real Dexterish. That boy sounded like he's just, real Hannibal Lecter-ish. First of all, and look at him. He looked like your coworker. This is somebody this is somebody you probably had a beer with. You done shot the shit with him. He's just out. He done been kicking it and chopping it up with you. That's what you got to understand. The oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. The Lord made them to be a certain way that you cannot comprehend. You can't comprehend the type of people they are. It's not in you to understand them. Just like oil and water don't mix. Oil can be like, man, I just don't understand how water just, how it does with it. You're not supposed to understand them. You're supposed to just know that the Lord said this, and that's what it is. Please.
Salakia, if I may, that's a heavy analogy because we've never asked that question. Like the fact that oil and water don't mix, we were just like, all right.
Yeah, we
oil and water don't mix.
We not trying to oil up no water.
God, yeah. Like we don't try to force, you know what I mean?
We not like shaking it up like, man, I'm gonna homogenize this
Right.
oil and water. We don't do it. You just accept it as a law. It's a law of nature. You know what another law of nature is? That one people are one manner of way and the other people are another manner of way.
Right.
And the Lord had us estranged in the womb. We done been fighting this. Like this is what you gotta understand. The Lord said we've been battling against them before we were both born. I don't even know if you could put that in your, like, before either of the nations of white people and black and brown people existed, we've been fighting. We've been fighting before we were even on the earth. I don't know.
Like
what Cap say? Like, I don't know why I'm saying this. They don't know, but I don't know why I'm saying it. Please.
You want me to get?
Yeah, let's get it. 25? Whatever you got, bring it. Yep. Yeah, let's get it.
So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 23. A lot. Oh, it's like I'm gonna start at verse 22. Book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
They did what?
They struggled together within her.
The children struggled together, meaning with one another, within her, inside the womb. Keep going.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She was so distraught with you ever, like, sisters will know how some of them every pregnancy is different. She was like, yo, this I'm supposed to be getting a gift from the Lord, but this don't seem like a gift. It's like goddamn rock'em sock'em robots in your damn womb.
Right.
It's goddamn samurai pizza cats. Whatever is going on, they in there just going crazy.
Right.
She like, I gotta inquire with the Lord. She gotta go to a priest. She gotta find out what's going on, because there's a literal war going on inside of her. There's a war going on inside of her. And the white man is so much of the devil that he took the warfare, and like Habadan said, I don't remember what track, I think it was the last track we just played. They took the yoke of iron off our necks and put it on our mind. He took the war. He was like, if I'm really going to win this war, they have to love me. I'm going to have to make them not know that we at war. The war to really, because we're stronger. The Lord, the most beautiful thing about it is that we know how this ends. We know how we know how this plays out. But one manner of people is different than the other manner of people. The Lord gave the strength of the sword to Esau. Said Jacob was just a plain man. You know what I'm saying? Dwelled in tents. We want to be in the house. Esau is out hunting goddamn what's it called? Endangered species. They out there trying to hunt the last rhinos and goddamn grizzlies and polar bears and apes. They out there trying to hunt them. Jacob is not on that. Go ahead.
If I may, Salakia, but he that way because he has to be, because he doesn't have a Lord. He doesn't have a God. So we can dwell in tents. I mean, I know we've become so carnal because we've chosen our oppressive society, and we think that we got to take up arms and do all this extra. But the reason why your oppressor is so, you know what I mean, he got to go and hunt and train with bears and rhinos, and you know what I mean, you think that makes him stronger than you. He's training because he's weaker than you. He has to go and hunt buffaloes and rhinos and bears and lions and tigers. He has to do all of that because no matter how strong he think he's getting, he can't compare to you when the Lord is with you. And that's one thing he don't have, Salakia.
Talking, man. No, that's the absolute truth, because the Lord is our strength.
Right.
We got the Lord. He does not have the Lord. The Lord isn't with him. He gave up his own birthright.
Right.
Like the Lord, you got to understand that too. The Lord gave him the spirit to give up the kingdom.
Good night.
You want him to have the kingdom when he gave up the kingdom.
Right.
You fighting for him to have the kingdom when he didn't want the kingdom. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want a world where righteousness rules. He wants a world where debauchery and pedophiles rule. That's his world. That's his kingdom. His kingdom is not your kingdom. They can't. It's oil and water. You fighting for him to have a place in heaven he doesn't want.
Right.
He don't want that. Just like we can't have a heaven where we have to share glory and power with the people that have killed and destroyed our families. We don't want that. We don't want that either. They don't want to be in a heaven where righteous men rule under the Most High in Christ. They don't want that. All the way back to how Cain didn't want to bring an acceptable offering to the Lord. They don't want to do it now either.
Right.
They didn't want to do it then. They don't want to do it now. You trying to make them do it. They don't want that. And it ain't going to be that. Thus saith the Lord. But we got to understand this battle has been going on from this battle is so spiritual. I don't think we say spiritual, and I think people, like Cap said this like at camp the other day, people think it's like some ooky spooky thing.
Right.
But it transcends just basic laws and basic things. Basically, you know what's so spiritual? When we say that, it's spiritual that there's a fight that's been going on since the beginning of time, and you're still a part of it right now. That's a spiritual thing.
Right.
Like it goes beyond your existence right now. It's dealing with spirits that come upon the earth and go and come and go and go and come. The same fight from the beginning is the same fight now. The same fight with Adam and Eve and rulership of the planet is the same fight right now with brothers and sisters and their husbands and wives right now.
Right.
The biggest fight is husbands. That goddamn Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson thing was so
right. Oh
so
my God.
ground shaking for some reason. You know why? Because it's spiritual. Because it's a spiritual thing. It's more than just what it says. There's a spirit involved in it. It was so heavy and it was so much because it's so spiritual. And there's nothing more spiritual than the fight between Jacob and Esau. Is any more than that?
God, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And
two nations. It don't say 2 people. Why did it say 2 nations? Why didn't it just say 2? There's 2 individuals. It say 2 nations are in your womb.
If I may.
And 2 manner of people, please.
No, Salakia, I don't want to interrupt you, but
no, you all good.
This is the problem. This right here, this 2 nations, this is the problem of why we can't understand the spirit of what's going on right now. Because we look at you know what I mean, our babies hanging from trees and coming up missing. We look at the police brutality that's going on in America toward Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We look at ICE and the military and You know what I mean? We look at the mass incarceration and all these different things, and we just like, we look at it as if it's like, oh, it's just evil people. We just like, it's just evil. It's just people are evil, and some people are evil and some people are good.
Yep.
But this is a battle between two nations. You know what I mean? And we can't ever make it a separation between, we can't never make the distinction that it's two nations. You know what I mean? And that's why we can't see the evil that's going on for what it is. And that's why we can't respond. It's a lot, kid.
No, real talk, Priest. It says two nations, and then what?
Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people.
And two manner of people. Two people with different. You got one people that, you know what I'm saying? First off, Hispanics be having so many children. You got one people that's on some bump and grind. One people that's all you hear about from black and brown people is that we cheating and trying to sleep with every sister. The other man of people ain't sleeping with no sisters. They're not sleeping with no women. They're not having sex with women.
Right.
They're putting Planned Parenthood and abortion clinics and all of that in our neighborhoods to lower our birth rates because their birth rate is already lowered by just their manner. Their manner is lowering their birth rate. They doing that just to catch up. They're doing that is just a defense. Like they're like, yo, they just having too much, because this is something that we stopped understanding too. Big families used to mean strength.
Right.
Like if you got a big family, it's like, yeah, you can't, I'm not gonna deal with that family. That family got too much. That's a strong family. Like you got a husband with 3 wives, and each wife got goddamn 8+ kids. You're not gonna go to war with that house.
Right.
That's a house. They got too much going on. I'd rather pick a fight with this one man, and he just taking care of her 2 kids with some other thing.
Right. Good
That's
night.
a much easier fight. Please.
She taking care of her 2 kids with another nigga that she's going to leave.
Real talk. Damn.
If I may.
Please.
Like, that's our manner. Us, like what you just described, a man with 3 or 4 wives and 8 kids per wife. And
Yep.
I mean, that's our manner. But what was so heavy about what you said is their manner is killing them, because we want to sleep with, we want to sleep with, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and, have babies regardless of what condition we in. Their manner, their sexual preference is children, same sex, and animals.
Yep.
And that manner is killing them.
Real talk.
And we want them to rule. We think that they're gonna be kind and just to us. They're not just to the goats. They're not showing the horses no mercy. And the dogs. I saw this one clip of this Edomite, this devil. He talking about my first sexual encounter was with a dog. You know what I mean? The dog was in heat, so I just assumed that it would want to sleep with me, and it didn't go so well for me. And that didn't stop him. He continued to go and sleep with animals. That's their manner, as opposed to our manner, and that's what we're reading right here in Genesis 25. So like,
real talk. No, damn right. Like you said, it's 2 manner. You know what's so heavy about that too is you thinking like something special gonna happen. Like the Lord said, they gonna die off in the kingdom. That's why they gonna die off.
Right. Good night.
They gonna die. We don't have to do nothing to make them die off. We don't have to kill them. We don't have to do nothing. They're gonna die off because they don't want to sleep with women. They want animals. They want to sleep with gerbils. They want to sleep with babies. They want to cut baby's face off, scare the baby with the face on them, draw their adrenal glands, and then go sleep with a goddamn a husky.
Good night.
That's their idea of a good time. That's what they're doing. First off, we be imagining what we would do with money, and they have an island where that's what they do.
Right.
They got all the money that they could have, and that's what they dream of.
Right.
That's where their dreams take them. That's what type of manner of people they are. And there's so many of them that we can't even convict them, or our society will collapse right now.
Good night.
That lets you know that it is them as a manner of people. It's not just a few. It ain't like you can't just say it's some white people, because if it was just some white people, then they would just get convicted.
Right.
And the good ones would carry on society. The good ones would make sure society is still, but it's so many of them, and it's such an outrageous number. They're saying we cannot convict them, or else society will collapse. The government will fall. That's a manner of people. Please.
God, that's like you. This is what you're saying. This is the peak of their society,
right?
Doing all of this. So imagine, like Yawash in the chat, he just said they like to sleep with their brother and sister,
right?
Like if the peak of society is, you know what I mean, they sleeping with dogs and cats, and they LGBTQ and doing all these different things, and they using the babies when they do have babies, they're doing the babies like that. The lower of their society, the ones living in the trailer parks, the ones they discard as nothing, they're sleeping with their family. Like they're having what's it called? What's the
incestuous?
Yeah, but what's the babies called? The troglodyte. What's they having? You know what I mean? They having the product of incest.
Yeah, they got little monsters.
Yeah, they having little. The you know what I mean, the wrong term babies.
Yeah, no, real talk. That's heavy too, because right, like he said, we're not talking about the low class. We're not talking about the middle class. We're talking about the highest class of people in their society.
Right.
We're talking about the rulers of the governments. Go ahead.
If I may, and Salakia, the higher class of this society were the lower class. Yeah. Like before the Revolutionary War, when they got their freedom from Great Britain, they at that time were the lowest class. And Britain were the high class. And then they revolted against Britain. And then they established this society where now they sleep with animals and babies and LGBTQ, and they sleep with their brother and sisters. Like,
yeah, man, that's right. When it says the Lord said, "I seen servants upon horses and princes walking." Those are servants on horses. That's what happens when you give a servant a horse. Right. You give a servant a horse, he gonna sleep with it.
Good night.
You give a servant a horse, he's using it as his sexual partner. And the Lord's doing all this to show us, like, damn, is y'all ready to get right yet?
Right.
Is you ready to get right yet? Because you are walking while he's sleeping with the horse, and you can't do a damn thing. We can't even we were so in tune with the scriptures, like we were talking about earlier, being in alignment of what the Lord wants you to be in. Like we naturally be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
When it said be fruitful, first of all, it say multiply. Multiply means multiplication. I don't know. It don't say add.
Right.
Addition would be one woman keep having more than one child. Multiply means I need 2 women, 3 women. That's a multiplication.
Right. 1 times 3 is
1 times 3. That's multiplication. But this is like, I don't know about that. Sisters right now, like, I don't know about that. Math ain't mathing. We got to check in our own spirits. We got to check our spirits day and night. That's what this is. Because when we don't, we end up like our younger brothers and sisters. We end up like this. We end up in a collage about how we hung ourselves.
Good night.
That's what we end up. When we don't check our spirit, you end up like that. Because our oppressor is able to slay us. Like it's saying Lamentations, they hunt our steps. These brothers and sisters were hunted. They were hunted.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. They were hunted. I seen one article, I think it was about the brother in North Carolina. They ruled it a suicide because they said footage showed him walking with an electrical cable.
Good night.
That's it. That's all. Like, what if the nigga was trying to hook up his PS5? That's it. That's damn near every brother.
Right.
Any brother could be walking around with that cable. Like, it's HDMI broke.
Right.
Like, they like, oh, this nigga had a cable. They didn't say it was even the cable that was used to hang him. They just seen, I was like, the footage showed he had a cable in his hand. But we are in hell.
Right. Good night.
We in hell. Because we out of alignment with what the Lord wants us to be with. We got to be in complete submission to the Lord. Like when the scriptures say, husbands or wives, submit yourselves unto your husband as unto, what does it say, unto Christ, or does it say unto the Lord? As unto Christ. Let's
Lord.
get that if I could.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get that. This is about being in alignment. This is about being in alignment. We got to understand we so far out of alignment that we hear about the correction and it's painful. It's like when you like stretching. If you ain't like if you got to stretch, it hurts to do stretches, which is why you got to go bit by bit and you got to keep doing it. You got to keep stretching. When you a baby, they say a baby is in like perfect alignment. Like how babies fall or something like that. I seen something like babies fall where nothing will hurt them. They falling off a goddamn building and falling into a split, and they cry because you crying. They look at you first.
Right.
Babies do. If you watch a baby will hurt. A baby will do some outrageous. They're like, oh shit, the baby just fell off the roof. Then the baby land and it really roll on his shoulder and then do a split, and then it just look at his mama.
Right.
And if you look worried, then that's when the baby start crying. They're like, oh shit, I need to be worried right now.
Right.
Because the baby's not even hurt because it's moving naturally. That's how we got to move with these scriptures. The reason this hurts is because we so out of alignment. Please.
The book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord.
It says, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. As unto the Lord. Not a Lord. The Lord. If you fear God, that means you should fear your husband. But a lot of times you hear about, I said, there's so much back talk and so much because you don't fear him. And the Lord is telling you that you should fear him. Not because of what he may do to you, but because of the power that he has. Because of how him being in alignment helps you be in alignment. And we need to all be in alignment. And when you out of alignment, you're opening yourself up to misalignment in your own life. It says, submit yourself to your own husband as unto the Lord. A lot of times, the Lord tested Job so tough. The Lord sent Satan, right? The Lord asked Satan, what you think about Job? You consider my servant Job? And Satan was like, this was after the Lord asked Satan, what you got going? Right. And Satan is like, shit, I just been going to and fro like you told me to. You know what I'm saying? I've been walking, I've been doing my job. And then the Lord was like, you thought about Job? That's a solid brother right there. And then Satan was like, I mean, of course, you got him sitting pretty. You got the hedge of protection on him. Of course he's solid because I can't touch him. Okay, the Lord's like, all right, I'm gonna let you touch him then. Just don't kill him. First off, think about that. Think about how much authority Satan got from the Lord that the Lord had to tell Satan not to kill him.
Good night.
The Lord said, all right, you can touch him, just don't kill him. That means it's some niggas the Lord don't even say not to kill him.
Right.
It's some niggas that Satan got the green light to just kill you. Once Satan proves that once Satan did his job with you, he can just go ahead and kill you and the case is closed.
If I may.
Please.
Now that show you that is the job right there.
Real talk.
To kill you.
Yeah.
If the Most High hadn't told him not to kill him, that's the job.
Yeah, he
That's mission accomplished. Lucky.
No, that's no damn right, priest. Like a demon's job, we know a demon's job is to kill you, and Satan is sending the demons.
Right.
Like when the Lord said, "Just don't kill him," it was like, all right, let me get the final say in this one. Let me get the final say in this case. It's some cases like it's first off when you hear about all type of children getting killed and this, that, and the third. Satan is able to Satan got rank. Satan got rank for real. Like that, like do not get it twisted. Satan is obedient to the Lord.
Right.
Don't think Satan and the Lord are in alignment. Satan is doing his job. It's your job to fight. It's your job to go to war with every angle that Satan takes on you and your household. You got to go to war. You have to fight that. You got to fight that. Resist the woes of the devil. It's so many layers and layers and layers of oppression on us that a lot of us just give up the fight.
Right.
A lot of us do just give up the fight.
Mm.
We just like, man, I don't need. It's so many, like, and I always bring it back to men and women and that dynamic because this whole thing, the whole scriptures is about family. That's like let's understand that. Like Cap said in this class, this is family business.
Right.
So the family dynamic is what is going to make or break it. The family dynamic from the beginning with Adam and Eve made or broke the nation. All of us are going through what we're going through right now as a result of that family dynamic. Your family dynamic determines on what you do. Your children's children determines on actions and decisions that you make.
Right.
That's what we're not understanding. You're more than just you.
Right.
We're more than just what we're deciding to do right now. Our decisions affect everybody. They don't even have to be direct descendants of your house. They can be cousins. They can be lateral family members. Brothers and sisters are affected. Which is why it's so important to be selfless. Which is why we should fight for each other. Like why we need to have compassion for each other. Because you want people to have compassion. You want that same forgiveness and compassion showed to you. That's what we pray in the Lord's Prayer. Forgive us as we forgive our debtors.
Right.
You know what your debtors are? People that owe you. Somebody that owe you or did you wrong. Like, hey, you got a debt to pay. You should forgive that person. You should forgive them. Most importantly, you should forgive your spouse. Husbands, you should forgive your wives. Wives, you should forgive your husband. That's the what do they call it in like an atom? The nucleus.
Right.
That's the nucleus of the family. That's what's holding the everything together is that relationship. Your children's future relationships and future decisions they're going to make with husbands and wives come from the decisions you make with your husband or your wife. Maybe those decisions might not be able to have your children hung from a tree.
Right.
Maybe those decisions mean you're not trying to put your child out when when they turn 18. Right. You 18 now, you got to go do your own thing.
17, 16.
17, 16.
Close enough.
Real talk. Maybe how you run your household and the compassion you have for your husband and wife and children will reverberate through generations and preserve your family and your household. Please.
Now, Salaki, it's heavy to what you're saying because I had a precept just sitting here for about an hour. I knew what was in his article, but I wanted to wait for you to you know what I mean, I wanted to wait for the article, but
this article damn near 3
No.
weeks. They were
yeah. Now, but what you said was so damn heavy because all the brothers and sisters you see on the screen right now is a result of what we about to read. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 3. And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we have died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pot, and when we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into the wilderness to kill us, this whole assembly, with hunger. See, the reason why our brothers and sisters are babies, these are children. All of these are children. You know what I mean? And there's more to come. There was another story that where there was a brother, you know what I mean? He was running from like 3 truckloads of oppressors trying to lynch him. And he ran to the police station and told the police. He made a police report. He was like, they're trying to kill me. They trying to take my life. They trying to do this, that, and the third. I'm scared. Can you at least, you know what I mean, drop me off at home? And they told him what the Most High say to Cain? Well, he said he had a fresh mouth. You know what I mean? He was you know what I mean? He got smart with the young brother. He was like, this ain't no Uber service. This ain't a taxi service. And then they also told him, like, you can't stay here because we full to capacity as it is. So they sent him back out there, and then they caught him on 2 separate cameras. First, he was in front of a grocery store, like a corner store, and then they pulled back up on him, and he ran. And then the second footage that they caught of him, he was walking, and his shirt was ripped, and he had a stick for his own protection. And ultimately, he ended up being dismembered in the forest, and his body parts was found in 4 different locations. I mean, the point of
I think they said what they tried to say an animal killed him too. They moved his body parts in different locations to say it was an animal.
The point of me even saying that is these are all our babies that this is happening to, and it keeps happening. Like this article, like you said, was from the 15th of this month in this year. You know what I mean? And these stories keep happening. And the reason why this keeps happening is because we want the flesh pots. Like we want Chick-fil-A. We won't acknowledge our oppressor for the child predator and the animal lover and the ancestral bastard and the, you know what I mean, the cruel piece of garbage that he is, because we like Chick-fil-A. We want to be able to go to Wingstop and, you know what I mean, get some chicken. You know what I mean? We think chicken and beef and pork comes from HEB. We don't understand that it comes from the wilderness, like it says right here. You know what I mean? And that's why our children keep losing their lives, because like you said, the decisions that we make right now affect the lives of our children. And that's what we're seeing right here in 2026, all the way from the decisions that we made in the book of Exodus. Right. Salakia.
No, that's a heavy point too. And you know what's so heavy about that too is, like, they were complaining about not having comforts. When sometimes we understanding that story as a free man, as someone that's fighting for freedom right now for our people, means we have to make sacrifices. And that's something that people are not willing to do. People aren't willing to sacrifice their own hunger for the next brother or sister. Right. But you'll take Christ's sacrifice though. You'll say that you're cleansed in the blood of Jesus. You're ready to receive that sacrifice, but what sacrifice are you willing to make? We can't even sacrifice not having Chick-fil-A, like the brother said. Please.
If I may, like as I'm reading it, I don't think we know the difference between being hungry and just not being full. Because it says the children of Israel said, would to God we had died by the hands of the Lord, in the hands of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots and we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into the wilderness to kill us kill this whole assembly with hunger. Like they were reminiscing about a time where they were able to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat until they were full. And now because they're in the wilderness, I mean, the Lord, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, the Lord provided everything that they needed. I mean, whenever they were hungry, the Lord caused the wind to cause, you know what I mean, quail to fall from the sky, and they were able to eat to the plenty. Manna, you know what I mean, fell from the sky to where they would eat to the, you know what I mean, water came from a rock in all these strange places so that they can drink to the plenty. But they weren't full. You know what I mean? I don't think we know the difference right now between not being hungry or being hungry and just not being full.
Yeah. That's a heavy point too, Priest. Because manna and quail falling from the sky is like you just being hungry for days, and then a truck just comes and drops off Popeyes chicken and biscuits. This is like, we just got hella chicken and biscuits every time. Like you would be like, damn, in the middle of the desert, chicken and a truck just. He was like, damn, what is that? What they call it, a mirage? You think you're seeing something? It's like, damn, I know that truck. It's a truck flying at us right now, a high speed truck, and this guy, damn, is that? I smell something too.
Right, yeah.
I smell. I know. I was like, we all hungry, and then it just drop off goddamn chicken and biscuits. Like that's the equivalent. That's the Lord handling what in right after we just seen all of our enemies get killed.
Right.
Like, that's not like, let's not forget that. We just escaped plague. We just watched plagues and a supernatural event of an army that was chasing us be destroyed by the damn ocean.
Right.
We just seen all that, and now we complaining. Like, damn, we should have stayed back there with them niggas that was trying to kill us. That's what they're saying.
Right.
That's what we're saying here. We should have just stayed. We would rather be on Epstein Island than have to not. Man, I gotta eat.
Good night.
I gotta eat goddamn. I can't even eat shrimp and crab, and I'm over here eating lamb. Over here eating this lamb. Is this lamb and bread without no little flat bread? I'm eating lamb and flatbreads out here. We complaining about eating lamb and flatbreads right now.
That's crazy.
That's what we complain. We'll rather be potentially, bring it back up if you could. We'll rather live in a society where our children are being hung so that we can have Chick-fil-A. That's what we prefer. We'll rather this place. We choose this place. The Lord has given us the decision. We're the ones that choose. The choice is ours. We're making the choice. Every day we're choosing life or death. We're choosing blessings or curses. Like it's saying in Deuteronomy, like we read, we're either choosing to be a special people unto the Lord, or just some bottom of the barrel. What do they call us? Bottom feeders, or what is it? Predators, super predator. We choosing to be beneath the servants, beneath these other nations. Like before we get out of here, we got to get to this Elon bit. Let me send you something. We're under Elon. That it just like when I think about it, it just bothers me so much that they have a country. Elon has India. We don't got nowhere. Blacks and brown people, we don't have no place that we could say is like our land.
Right.
We're not Africans. You'll know you try to go to Africa, they'll let you know real quick that you're not them. We don't have a place like that. And they got a place, and it's so goddamn nasty and dirty. All these other nations got places. This place is goddamn pedophiles and murderers. They got Elam with goddamn dirty place. Moab with goddamn. Let's not get Moab over there having sex with robots and anime, turning into anime transgenders. and eating octopus. They over there with octopussy. It's this whole goddamn world. Like we have to, like, the Lord is just like, damn. Let me see if they had enough yet. Like this ain't trash to y'all.
Right.
Like this place is trash. There's no place that's not trash on the planet because blacks and Hispanics are not ruling. Because we're not ruling, the earth is trash.
God.
Like, damn. Like I don't. Like, and it just and I like I say, I be thinking about Elon sometime, and I'm like, man, they got their own country. Like these goddamn people got their own country, and we just out here. Yeah, let me see if I can send this one to you. I'm gonna send it to the Killeen Facebook. Can I send it down? What if I send it to your book? You want me to send it to you?
Let me see if I can pull it up. I think we can manage that. Yeah,
you
should.
It to the chat. I just Well,
oh, man. Well, you know what? It should pop up. Wow, you know what? So lucky. Because I'm Captain Mashak. You know what I mean? Just shared this while you if you want,
let's get it. Captain Mashak said it. I know it's about to be something crazy.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always that thing, man. That you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. That's what you got to chase.
Maybach music.
if I may.
Yeah, that's
a lot. Let me see if I can find
Go
this.
ahead.
It's crazy because, you know, I mean, this is what the Lord put in us. Like, He made us the greatest people on this earth, and we being ruled by
Service.
Yeah, we being ruled by troglodytes. We being ruled by people that don't like you was talking about Moab earlier. Like, they don't know, they just doing whatever. Like, they were established by incest.
Yep.
And then from there, they don't know what to eat. They don't know how to eat. Like, they just eating whatever. They don't even know to kill it before they eat it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just, and then they getting rid of it's just, oh my God, it's just so, what you about to, I mean, Moab, or what is this? Ammon, or Elam, Salakia. Gone.
Yeah.
But Elam, you know what I mean? They, like you said, they made us spare parts.
Yeah.
And they got more authority in your, you know what I mean, in your cities than you do. They got more rank in this kingdom than you do.
And it's like to cut you off too, priest. In the cities that we built.
Gone.
In the kingdom that we built with
Right.
our ancestors, wearing a goddamn FUBU shirt that we picked the cotton fold design, all that, they got more authority. So like
no, that was the whole point. Salakia.
Yeah.
You want me to go ahead and run it?
Yeah, let's get it.
Paper pancakes. And you can get you some motherfucking dookie stew, table slop on, bro. Whatever don't make it into the bowl, make it to the next nigga. We not wasting. And this will wake your ass up. We got some coffee with a surprise. Don't look too long. And I know y'all heard the agua de fresca, but we got some agua de shitty dookie poop. Don't drink this shit. You ain't going to sleep. We put an 8-ball in that bitch. And nobody personal favorite, the fried fingertip cheese crisp. Your ass gonna need a spare stomach. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my 5-star restaurant. This time we got the ratatouille poopy news.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They're running businesses in our neighborhood. We're going to Subway every day that they own. Well, they send the money back to goddamn India and put their kids through medical school. That's gonna be your doctor.
They gonna be doing your C-section.
They gonna be doing your C-section.
Cutting you open. It's lucky.
Like the brother said, hey, good night, bro. Let me get that's gonna be my last script. Like it's just crazy that we can't see that everybody else is trash except us.
Right.
Everybody else in the world is trash. And we want to make all of them equal to us. Let me yeah, that's crazy. Let me get Jeremiah 2. Let me get Jeremiah 2:14. That's gonna be my last scripture for today. Start off at 13.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. It's a lot. For my people have committed two evils.
Let me start at 11. Start at 11.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 11. Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
Like we went from, you know what they say, what's that saying? Rags to riches. We went from riches to beneath rags.
Right. Yeah.
We went from riches to goddamn
begging for rags.
Begging for rags. Real talk. We went from riches to begging for rags. The Lord said, hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? Did we go from having the creator of the heavens and earth to having white Jesus? Or having goddamn Allah? We went from having all the power to change to no power. Keep going.
Verse 20, it's like in verse 12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord.
You want something to astonish at. Be astonished at this. But be afraid. Be very afraid. That's where that saying come from. Be afraid. Be very afraid. You ain't know that came from the Bible. That came from the Bible. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Saith the Lord. Because it's about to get low. It said, the Lord said, very desolate. Keep going.
Verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me in the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out of cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
We turned our back against the Lord, and we trying to hold up anything. With you trying to drink from an empty cup. We got a glass. You got a glass that can't hold no water, and that's what you're trying to drink out of. We forsaken the living water.
Right.
We forsaken the living. You know what the living waters is? This.
Right.
This is the living water. This is what we forsaken. We forsaken our whole identity, our heritage, our power. And now we want to be goddamn transgenders. We say we're Christians.
Yeah.
That's our nationality. You ask a brother what his nationality, he say, I'm Christian. We don't even have an idea what a nationality is. Go ahead.
Now, if I may, what you're saying is so heavy because at camp on Saturday, there was a brother that came to the camp and defended the Catholic Church. He identified, like you said, we identify as Christians. He identified as a Catholic. And the whole time I'm thinking, they are the largest, second to our oppressor's government, but they are one of the largest sexual predators to our children and he's defending it with his life.
Defending the faith.
God,
He defending that broken cistern. He defending
God.
the fake God more than you're defending the real God of Israel. More than I said, if you can't go to war with your family members, sisters, for saying that I have a husband that can have another wife, then they're defending their faith harder than you're defending your faith.
Right.
They're defending a lie harder than you're defending the truth. And that's because of this is why the Lord says, be afraid, be very afraid. Keep going.
Verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Like, goddamn, Mr. Potato Head is over us.
Right.
They over there, like he said, you guys run it back for him. They drinking Dookie, what he said? Dookie. Cheese,
spare stomach. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my 5-star restaurant. This time we got the ratatouille, poopy newspaper pancakes, and you can get you some motherfucking dookie stew, table slop on, bro. Whatever don't make it into the bowl, make it to the next nigga. We not wasting. And this will wake your ass up. We got some coffee with a surprise. Don't look too long. And I know y'all heard the agua de fresca, but we got some agua de shitty dookie poop. Don't drink this shit. You ain't going to sleep. We put an 8-ball in that bitch. And nobody personal favorite, the fried fingertip cheese crisp. Your ass gonna need a spare stomach. Hey, y'all.
Fried fingertip cheese crisp. Everything is done with their hands and feet. Dirty as hell. They not. If they'll eat like this, I don't know if I got the scriptures say honor a physician, but I don't want them to be I don't want them as my doctor. I don't want them delivering my children.
Right.
That's hell. We have to go to them. Like, we can't choose. Like that's the hell we live in. That's what we're fighting to get out of.
Oh my God.
That's what the fight is for. Like, don't all that fight with your husband, all that fight with your brothers and your sisters. Know what's on the line.
God.
Understand what's at stake, please.
No, Slakia. It's so heavy just watching this. And these are the first hands to touch your child. And to touch your woman, like you know what I mean? You know how it is, you know what I mean, when your woman give birth. And these are the hands that are catching your child. We gotta love one another more than we hate, or we gotta hate this place more than we hate one another.
Yep. Dang.
You know what I mean? We gotta hate the fact that Dookie Poopy, whatever he said. You know what I mean? We gotta hate the fact that these are the first hands touching your child more than we hate the fact that, you know what I mean, your husband can have more than one wife. Yep. You know what I mean? We argue and bicker with one another, but this is the alternative. Salakia.
No, that's
I want to get the
ahead.
brothers in here too. You know what I mean? You gotta hate this more than you hate, you know what I mean, the fact that your woman got a loud mouth and she won't stop talking.
Real talk.
You gotta hate this more than that.
Yep.
I mean, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Which one is worse?
Yep.
The fact that this is the one that's touching your baby, and you know what I mean, whenever you need surgery or you need some medical assistance, this is the first line of defense. Or, you know what I mean, the fact that your woman ain't gonna just take your word for everything, and she gonna have some questions and comments and concerns after you speak.
Yeah.
So like,
no, that's an excellent point, because we all gotta make sacrifice. We all gotta go to war with like the priest said, you gotta hate this place more than what it put on your woman. And we gotta understand this too. Our women are a byproduct of how broken we were, or are. Like, you know why your woman can't trust nothing? Because you was out there getting high,
right,
with the goddamn rent money. You was out there gambling. She got to ask you a bunch of questions because she can't trust your judgment.
Right.
We gotta understand that too. We gotta take accountability. But we got different wars to fight. Just because one thing is true, don't mean two things can't be true. Like, sisters, you fighting for it says, let every man seek out his own salvation. Your rank in the kingdom comes from how well you pass your test, not how well your spouse passes. And the Lord is so cold too. It's like it's layers and layers and layers. Like you think you in a situation that's fucked up now, Salaki. You think you in a bad situation now. You could fail this test and be in so much worse of a relationship.
Right.
First off, all these women out here with no man would take, like, the scripture say a man is going to be more valuable, more precious than fine gold. And that's because just having any husband is going to be, not even going to be, it's a flex right now.
Right.
Like right now, having a husband is a flex to the point where women don't even care if you are the father of the children in the house, as long as there is a man in the house with the children.
Right.
You got the husband of your children in the house. A lot of things can be a lot of them issues that you got. The Lord can sort them out if you come in the right spirit. A lot of issues. Think about that. A lot of issues that we think are big are small to the Lord if we get in alignment with how He wants us to be. And the scripture said, "Is Israel a homeborn slave?" Aligning yourself with any way that this society thinks is a slave mentality.
Right.
That's what we got. That's what we got to start putting back into ourselves. You should want your household to be as big as possible. Like that, you're a part of an empire.
Right.
Like you should, like, we so far from thinking that, like man, we really need to be trying to have double-digit amounts of children.
Right.
You know when that's gonna be valuable to you? When you goddamn 75 and you got, even if let's just say all of them didn't hearken unto the voice of the Lord, you might have a few of them that's keeping everything together. Now you ain't got to worry about all the things that a 75-year-old that's alone is worrying about. You're not put into some nursing home where Elam is your goddamn caretaker. Go ahead.
No, Salakia, we should want that so much. Like our sisters should be damn near out here recruiting.
Real
like,
talk.
I'm thinking about the Jacob and his family, and even though Rachel and Leah, they were fighting with one another.
Yeah.
Not only were they able to, have sisterhood, have brotherhood, and compromise with one another, even though they were in competition, but they went and gave Jacob more women.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Because even though, again, it wasn't easy for them to compromise. It was difficult just like it is now. But they wanted this. They wanted power. They wanted, they wanted the power and the glory of the Lord more than they wanted to just have Jacob to themselves. It's like it.
No, that's a super heavy point. Like, first off, we know that you shouldn't marry two sisters because of that.
God.
Because of putting that rivalry on them. But just think about what type of father Laban was. Like, this is a nigga working for one of my daughters. First off, he worked him. He worked him that first 7, and then he was like, all right, I did the 7. And Laban was like, yeah, but it don't make sense for me to marry my young daughter away when I still got an older one. Like, think about how much of a great father he is. Like, he's seen a good brother. Like, man, this is a good brother right here. I want this good brother to take care of my oldest daughter too. And like, that's so foreign of a concept because we're wound up by Disney movies and how love and what marriage should be from this wicked place of pedophiles and people that don't love anybody. They don't love themselves. They don't love their children. They don't love nothing. But we're feeding into the notion of love from them.
Right.
That's the love. We'll say that this is the right way to love, when really love is sacrifice, like making hard decisions and sacrifices for your family. Laban made sure his oldest daughter was with a good brother. That's a good father.
Right.
That's a good father right there. That's the same good father you trying to put out the house. That's the same father that you're trying to get rid of. He made sure both of his daughters was taken care of, because that's his job, is to make sure that they are protected. That's a father's job. And like the priest said, they went and did their jobs as wives. First off, Leah gave him all the kids, didn't he?
Okay.
Without that, we wouldn't even exist. The majority of the tribes would not have made it.
Right.
Without Laban being a good father.
Right.
Without him marrying both of his daughters to Jacob. Jacob wanted Rachel. Rachel was bad. That don't mean Leah was bogus. She just wasn't as bad as Rachel. But decisions had to get made, and and being in alignment with the Lord. Now we got the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
All of that means we get to be here today and have all of our beautiful brothers and sisters from all the other the Simeonites, the Asherites, the Benjamites, Judites. We got all the tribes because of that. The Issacharites. Because of families making decisions for families. And then just think about how beautiful it is when we all come together. Now it's like we want our brothers from other tribes to have our sisters as their wives.
Right.
Think about all that will come from that. It's a good brother. It's a righteous brother. He already got 2 wives, but I think my daughter will be great for this brother. I think my daughter will be excellent under his care and will serve him. Like, that's the spirit that we need to be in.
Right.
That's being in alignment with the Lord. And then we'll see all type of fruits from that. We'll see the kingdom of heaven flourish. We'll see our sisters not putting their feet on streets paved with gold.
Right. Good night.
We can't even afford to wear solid gold. Think about a society where your feet are so precious they don't even touch it. It's a lot.
Good night.
Was we holding anything?
Yeah.
And with that, I know I don't even think we got the article again. Damn. I'm about to say
we ain't even get into the article.
Yeah, I'm about to say, right, Salakia. We got books up here. We got all type of next week, Lord allow, we gonna get to it. We gonna go further and deep. We got some stuff in the new Jim Crow about how our brothers and sisters are still in slavery. How this slavery has transcended from one phase to another, which is why the Lord is saying, like, is Israel a homeborn slave? Are we servants? Are we slaves? Because this is what happens to slaves under these wicked rulers and dirty goddamn Elamites. They out there, like you said, they got the boo-boo de fresco. That's what we we going to them like they're an authority. I don't know if you ever seen goddamn Shark Tank. My rib used to watch Shark Tank a lot. He ain't watching in a minute. It must be off or something, but Shark Tank used to be on, and all of them is just goddamn heathens up there acting like they just is the rulers of the planet. They got the dude. I thought about it because they got some new Elamite. I can't remember what he did. Put in the chat whatever the Elamite buddy was doing, but they got the one brother Damon who made FUBU, and everybody else is just. I think I seen one gay brother on there, the gay dude that made Uber. It's one other brother that was gay that was on the ground level of Uber or something. But everybody else is just rich white men and women, and They threw in. Now they try to have a little bit. They start putting the other nations in there. They got the Elamite buddy that then did something, some marketing. These is the people that we gotta answer to. Goddamn pedophiles and weirdos and dirty. Come on now. Are you a slave? Are we a servant? We gotta like the priest said. We have to hate this more than we hate each other. We have to swallow our pride. Say pride come before the fall. Whatever you proud about, you gotta drop. We gotta drop that to receive what the Lord want to give us. And it ain't even gotta just be on the scale of the kingdom. The scriptures say, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and everything else will be added to you." That means all the little problems that you got are gonna get solved too, just by seeking the kingdom, just by making the sacrifices to get out of hell. Them other little things the Lord gonna handle on the way. But we gotta hate this place so much that we start dropping. We start really fighting the spirit of this place and fight to be in alignment with the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
Salakia. Any questions?
None in the chat.
Okay. And with that, pay your tithes. Commander Geniahana is saving lives. Point blank, period. That simple. It's a commandment. Like, understand that the Lord is working through priests and prophets of God. And when you pay your tithes to Commander Geniahana, the Lord works through them to do his will. So with that, we're gonna end the class. We'll start back next week. Amadium, which means to stand. Courtesy salute to the brother, men of Israel, Shabbat. Amadium, Rock, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Yakin Tah, Sar, gonna do a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Shabbat. Amadium, Rock, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Yakin Tah, this thing.
They give 30% to a pastor that bought just a brand new luxury car and molested their kids. So,
wait, 30? They gonna get a damn pastor, whatever you ask for.
Fuck the 10, they go 30? God damn.
Here in Israelite schools, we learn practical knowledge. We just do what the Bible say, 10%. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
See, look, all y'all out there, y'all need to go ahead and put all that away. I know y'all giving y'all money to the drug man, to that pimp of a pastor you got. But the world's about to end, and you're going to see Christ very soon. Are you going to be up there and standing in front of him saying, yeah, I gave all my money to this fake pastor, even though I seen all the evil he did? Or are you going to give your money to some righteous men of the Lord? Pay your tithes to the ISUPK, and then sleep soundly at night knowing that maybe the thief ain't going to take you.
That ain't right.